Pam?
Here.
Kathy?
Here.
Jesse?
Here.
Danny?
Yep.
Okay, can we have a motion to adopt the agenda? Second. Joyce?
Yes.
Pam?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Jesse?
Yes.
Danny?
Yes.
Can we have a motion to adopt the minutes for March 14th?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Pam?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Jesse?
Yes.
Dan?
Yes.
Can we get an authorization to pay the expenses for April?
Second.
Joyce?
Yes.
Pam?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Jesse?
Yes.
Danny?
Yes.
Can we get a motion for the approval of the financial report from March 2019?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
One second.
Joyce?
Yes.
Pam?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Jesse?
Yes.
Danny?
Yeah.
Pastor Buford has a message that he would like to, he has another appointment, so he would like to.
Seminar, 6 o'clock, right now. My message, it's not starting on, okay, don't worry about it. Unless you want.
Everywhere.
Go for
Good
it.
to see everybody. I'm sorry I can't make it here on Thursdays because of a schedule change, but I know there's some new folks here, so glad to see somebody still here praying. Thank Mark for picking that up. So I just want to remind you that once again, it's that time of year. The National Day of Prayer is coming up May 1st. It's established by Congress as the National Day of Prayer. It's the first Thursday in the month of May. So this will be this coming May 2nd at 6:30 until 8 at Ashland University Convocation Center. And I'm here representing the National Ministerial Association that puts on the National Day of Prayer here. Remind you once again, we have one of the largest in the nation. You know, we've had as many as 732 people show up for breakfast, so that's pretty good for a small county. So, but one of the things that we always like to do is invite you as elected officials and other government officials to come to the prayer breakfast. We pay for your breakfast. It's a $15 ticket, but we pay for it. And because somebody has been generous this year, we're actually, if you bring your wife or husband, spouse, significant other, one other person, okay, we'll give you a ticket for them too. Okay? So, Vicki, would you mind if the people would communicate to you if they want tickets, and then I will drop them off to you. I should be picking up tickets tomorrow. I could drop them off to you maybe at least by next week.
Okay.
So if you could let Vicki know how many you want, again, you're invited as well as, you know, a spouse or partner or whatever, another person. All right, so you can get 2 tickets, and there'll be no cost to you. Okay. So those of you who've been there, it's good breakfast, good meeting, and so we really like to see you there. So just please let Vicki know. Okay. Thanks everybody. I got to get to a seminar because I'm already late.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Good, you?
Everything is okay as far as a little touch up here and there. Weather breaks and stays. Overall, it's good.
Dawn said the culverts were okay. Light?
Yeah, they're all working this Tuesday night.
Maintenance?
Hey, I'm good to go. But hey, I got a question. Hey, when I go to start paving these streets on the west side down through town, I like to have either Scotty or JJ behind me with the cruiser with the lights on, because I don't want to get run over.
We're going to, I'm going to get the hot patch. So the township has offered to help us.
Well, we're going to use this check that you guys wrote me
No,
for
we'll get you
pay
another one.
the hot. Okay.
That's another,
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get our plan is, we have to approve it, is to go ahead and get the ton of cold patch, so we'll have it up there to use it, okay? And then the township is going to help us hot patch, which will hold better, okay? And their experience with it, okay? So that will also save us, well, they'll flag for us, okay? It will be the same that we put down the sides of the roads on the berms, okay? So it will say $62 a ton. I think what will happen is the township usually pays for it, and we reimburse them.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get that cold patch and we have it.
That way,
Alright.
if we get one, when something happens,
Alright.
we'll have it up there,
Okay.
so.
Okay, Stacy?
Okay, so Chief Bittner is 20.3 hours. Captain Scott, 68.3 hours. Mileage, 84. Tickets are 3. Assists are 2. Calls 0, summons 0, arrest 0, and violations 161.
Okay, street?
Considering we just came out of when their streets are okay, we have to, start patching them, but they don't even have hot patch made yet. They should have hot patch made sometime this week, so we will be able to get it and do the street.
Okay, signs? Signs, I contacted, I think it was Clem for the signs, and they have yet to get back to me. But going off of the invoice from the last order of signs, it looks like it'll be about less than $400, unless it went up. But once I get a hold of them again, when they get back to me, I should say, I'll know for sure. Okay. Tim?
Well, the plant is not nitrifying. It has to nitrify before it meets their permit. So EPA's been in here every week. I've been coming in every day, running tests, doing everything possible to try to get the plant back into compliance. It's putting out clear water. I don't know, people's complaining about gray water. For my samples up there, I'm saying clear water.
Now you're telling me the samples that Freddie put online is clear water? Or is
What-
Freddie dumping stuff into it?
What he might be seeing, that plant, and it settles for a while, there's a pocket of clear water. And that's where it pulls it from. But on top of that pocket of clear water is gum. It's basically grease that people puts down the drain and grease from restaurants. That sits on top of the water. So basically when the pump pumps down that, it is going to get that. And that's probably what Fred's seeing.
You ain't supposed to be putting it out, are you?
You can't, on that design of the plant, you can't get away from it. That's the design of the plant. It's going to suck that water down. Anything that's on top of that water, it's going to pour into the pump and discharge from the plant.
So this is
There
going to be
is-
an occurrence all the time, huh?
Once we get the plant back into compliance, we can adjust that. But right now, we've got the plant so tight on parameters as far as pumping. We're just trying to pump a certain range. So hopefully, once we get the plant back in compliance, it'll clear up. You know, like I said, EPA's been in here 1-2 times a week working with me on it. I've been coming in every day, running tests. We're doing everything possible to get it back in compliance. It's just going to take time.
How much time is this going to take?
It's
It's supposed to be a...
everything's there for it to come in. It's got air, it's got food, it's got, you know, the temperature where it should be. It just, for some reason, it's not coming in. You know, EPA comes in, they check it every week. We are seeing some improvement, but it's just going to take time. Who knows? I'm hoping if in the next couple of weeks it comes in. Warmer temperature usually makes it come in better.
Are we liable to get fines for this dumping this stuff in the creek?
The EPA's in here every week. They're working with us on it. So as far as I know at this point, no. I mean, like I said, I'm doing everything possible I can do to bring it into compliance. It's
Somebody
the
knows more
plan.
about this than you do?
EPA don't even
is the
know
top dog.
why it's doing what it's doing. He's coming in running tests and he's saying it shouldn't be doing what it's doing. And the EPA guy, he's got a college degree in biology. So, you know, even he don't know why it's doing what it's doing. There's not that many of these plants in Ohio. It's a new design. I contacted the vendor. The vendor pretty much threw up his hands. So I'm pretty much on my own.
Paid him, huh?
Well, they've already paid the, no, and we bought the plant. We bought it off a vendor, Earthtech. I've contacted him several times, and he's pretty much thrown up his hands, and pretty much it's on me and the EPA to try to figure out what's going on here.
With no guarantee with this plant or anything?
No, they warned us, they told us
Yeah.
that there would be problems. But the former council that was in here and the former ex-mayor approved it.
What's that going to our water system?
So that is, we got what
It's
we
gonna
got.
have no effect on the water. The water systems is in aquifer.
I've lived down
That's
here 4
big.
years. Last spring, my water smells like it's coming straight from the sewer plant.
Or they
I
just,
put in a new hot water tank thinking that was it. No change whatsoever. It still smells like it's coming from a sewer tank.
yeah, your water's in an aquifer. That don't have nothing to do with
The
it.
fire department brings me water every year.
Mm.
This year, as soon as they topped the valve, I could smell nothing but
Mm.
sewer. Gotta be doing something to our water.
Well, that Jim that lived up the top of the hill, he passed away. He was very knowledgeable in this, and he passed away, but he tried to explain to everyone that what would happen, and there's, I don't know if there's several wells I've seen drilled lately in the village too, and he said that would be a fact. And he passed away, so I don't know on that, but he did try to explain, and it fell on deaf ears, that it could very well affect the wells and the water.
Yeah.
It fell on deaf ears, they still voted it in.
If there's a home septic system, I'd be more concerned about that affecting the water than what's out there. But for what that plant's putting out, it's probably putting out less than what 2 or 3 bad septic systems in town is putting out. If your wells, they should be 100, 120 feet deep in an aquifer. And, you know, that's basically surface water. And you wells don't pull from surface water. So, you know,
Why
it's-
has everything changed within like a year's time then?
Yeah, when you turn your hot water on, does it smell from back?
Oh, it's awful. It's awful.
That's the
Okay, that-
anode in the hot
I'm
water
having
tank.
toilet problems.
I've
Maybe
had
I
that
need
for
a new
years
toilet. I don't know,
before.
but I'm having a lot of problems.
And I've had to shock the well in order to put it.
Everybody I'm talking to is having toilet problems.
Yeah, they've got one in up there, 120 foot deep. And I open that up, you can smell the hydrogen sulfate coming out of the well. That's just natural for our water.
Some people got.
But I've lived there for 4 years and it wasn't a problem until last spring it seemed to be.
But Tim, I don't know if I heard you right or not. Did you say that basically some of this problem comes from 2 types of grease?
Grease don't help. I mean, the
Like,
plant,
there's restaurant grease and then there's what?
kitchen, any kind of cooking grease, kitchen grease is not good to put down a drain.
Well, I
Put
know that.
That's
but I
common
was
sense,
just-
but a lot of people
That's
don't
where the
use it.
basic
it,
problem could be.
well, that's where you get the
hindering
scum
them.
that's floating on
Yeah.
top. That's basically grease. It's basically cooking grease, grease that people puts down the drain. That stuff just sits on top, and the decanter up there, when it decants, it pours the clear water. And basically anything that's on top of that water is gonna get sucked in at that water.
But as we're all sitting here in the room, I don't know if there is anyone that actually, even for their own plumbing, is gonna pour their grease down there.
Oh, yeah, there are.
Oh, yeah, there
Nobody,
is.
it's always not
Oh,
me.
yeah, there is.
It's always not
Right,
me.
right.
You know,
And we don't know the problem unless it's brought to us. I know
Yeah.
there are some
That's
issues
what I
about
was-
this whole thing,
Yeah, that's what I was
but we don't know
asking.
the problem unless it's brought to the
Yeah,
table.
yeah.
And then it has to be
There
fixed.
should have been a list way back that one that
Yes.
told the residents what not to put down their drains and
So
all
the
that.
EPA can't determine what type of grease, whether it's household grease or any,
I mean,
something
you
else.
could pull a sample and take it to a lab and have it,
Yeah,
but who you gonna point the fingers at? You know, I don't wanna point fingers at any
well, I
business,
know that
anything, you
it's a terrible
know.
shame that that's
You
why
know,
it isn't,
it-
everyone's having problems.
It soon come to that, you know, and I don't
That's
wanna
like
do that.
23.
But, you know, hopefully EPA's coming back in tomorrow. There's gonna be a bunch of them up there at 1 o'clock that I'm gonna have to show them the plant, what's going on, tell them what I'm doing. John, Robert's met John, and he's been in here, well, this week he's been in 2 times. He's just in today for, I think, what, about 3-4 hours?
Yep.
Monday he's in here for almost 8 hours
I
running
talked to him
tests.
last week.
So, you know, like I said, you know, they even try and figure out what's going on. He's making recommendations, I'm making recommendations. I mean, you can only do so much, you know, and,
Yeah, well, I'm not able, the only problem I'm having is like with the toilet and the sewers and that type thing, where gushes of air comes up, not even water, but yeah. But I put in my house a whole system of all filtered where my water's all turned to alkaline, and so I don't probably notice the smell or anything because I got a heavy system on mine, so I don't know if my water's bad.
Okay,
as far as construction, Fred's properties and the pump out here, there's 3 papers holding it up. Them was supposedly submitted to the EPA this week. So hopefully, you know, things will get moving pretty quick on that. It seems like paperwork started up all winter. But, you know, the guy that oversees it, he's been off for 2 months. His wife had a baby, and he's been off. Evidently, there's nobody down there to take over, and he takes off. So that's why there's been such a delay. But 3 papers is holding it up. The contractor submitted them this week. So hopefully everything will be okayed and get going on it. So that's all I got.
good. We're gonna go to unfinished business, and that will be with the cruiser. JJ?
We talked last month, I believe it was, about Ray's car, number 2 car, being in shot because it was not doing well. Word is, I mean, the engine is shot in it. It's gonna be over $2,000 to put a new motor in it. It's an 18-year-old vehicle, so it's kind of not financially wise to put a couple grand into an 18-year-old car. I've been looking into some vehicles. I found one right now. It's up in Cuyahoga Falls, 2011. It's got 116,000 miles on it, but it is fully outfitted. It's got lights, siren, cage, seat, everything, and they want $69.95 for it. And we'd have to have a little bit more than that because we'd have a letter and have radio and stuff put in it like that, but then that would replace the other car. 10 years newer, naturally. If to even go down to State Highway Patrol, we used to go down to State Highway Patrol and get our old cars. The gray one we did have that just went bad. We got that from the State Highway Patrol. But right now, to go down to State Highway Patrol and get one, you can't get a car with less than 123,000 miles on them, and they're $6,100. So for another $800, we're getting one with less miles. Plus, we're also getting all the equipment in there we would need. I haven't made the guy at the car lot to go out there and turn them. To go out there and check them, make sure they're all red and blue and what we need. So that he called me back that they were. So basically, total dollar figure with everything, I'm gonna guesstimate right around $8,000 to put a car in service. We're coming up on our busy time here. within the next month or so, so it's something we'll have to look at. I know Hayesville PD just put together a new car and they were like 12.5 into theirs, something like that. So, you know, we're talking considerably cheaper than that, and it'll be when I got the white car, which I don't remember how many years ago that was. It's probably been 5 or 6 years ago now. We gave $6,500 for that car, same way, lights, siren, everything in it. So, you know, we're only talking $500 more 5 or 6 years later. So.
With our financial situation. We have the money coming in from the cameras, so there would be money to buy. And then it's up to you guys what you want to do.
I make a motion, we go ahead and buy the old,
I second.
right to bullet.
Joyce?
Yes.
Ann?
Yes.
Jesse?
Yes.
Danny?
Yes.
And motion carries.
Thank you.
How's that now?
I did right up, and I was gone.
I got you.
Vicky, we need to go on to the township helping us,
On your way.
township helping us be on top.
Yeah, they put you back here.
On that of the township, the trees, the pea gravel, the grit, whatever. Yeah, they're gonna sweep it. I don't know if anybody's contacted Nixon or whatever, but
We had to get it approved first.
it's getting pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When
And
they do theirs, I think they're gonna do ours.
Yeah, he said something the other night about it.
I want to thank everybody on council for, working with the township and, like, building rapport, so they will now help us. When I first started, came on council, they wouldn't even sell us salt because they were so angry.
Okay. Let's, make a motion, do you know what, like, the approximate, do you remember what it cost the last time?
We're only filling potholes, so I'm gonna say probably not over 2 tons. You think, Steve?
Pretty well, it's probably get close to 2 tons.
Roughly 2 tons.
Well, them two on the north drive are going to take at least a yard
Yeah, them's
a
pretty
yard
big.
apiece.
Yeah.
Allow for 4 tons. We have to use the hot patch, right?
Well,
I mean,
Nixon
immediately
advised it would stay longer than the coal patch.
No, we have to use it, if we buy it, if we buy
Right,
it, we have to
it's
use
gotta
it.
be used as soon as you get it.
Immediately,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can't stockpile it. But it's cheaper than the coal patch, which I don't understand that, but.
Yeah, $40, $50 almost. $40.
But like around all these manholes and that, where it's sinking, we can use that coal patch on that just to build it
So how
back
much
up.
hot patch do you think you need?
That, to be honest with you, I can't,
Estimate?
until you start using it, you don't really know.
What can we say 4, and if we go over or under, then, because usually what the township does is pays for it, then we reimburse them. Okay, so if we say 4 and we only use 3, then we only have to reimburse them for 3. Can we do that?
Well, they'll send me a bill for whatever we use.
Okay, yeah, so that's fine.
There wouldn't be any reimbursement.
Okay, that's what, yeah, okay.
Okay. So we need a motion to,
Well, here's my question. If you say you're getting 2 tons and that's not enough to finish, are you gonna leave the rest of the holes?
no,
So then just make the motion to.
work with the town.
We don't have to check it.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
put
Right, don't
Yeah.
a specific amount on it,
Thank you, Amy.
just.
Okay, a motion to work with the township through with the mosquito spraying Roof Valley. And then we'll do $150 for mosquito. Application, so it, yeah. We usually do Thursday after training. Yeah, I'm good, yeah. Second? Joyce? Yes. Ann?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Jesse? Yes. Danny?
Yes.
Hey, would anybody else have anything that they would like to?
I'd like to bring up the water trouble again. I don't know if we've got a plastic pipe or what, but, I noticed our last warm spell, we've got water leaking up out of the ground where the main pipe is being through. You know, somebody can take a look at that and see, I don't know if it's really what it is, but it's leaking.
What, you think we need to dig it up, see where it's coming
I
from?
think so, I think it's right there at that main pipe. It
Okay.
seems to be right there.
I can go out and dig it up while the ground's all back out. And see where it's coming from.
Because I don't see anything past the road, I don't see anything on this side of the road, and it's just, you know, that main pipe there. Seems to be.
Well, I can dig that up and see where it's.
Did you guys have any?
Other than that, let's, enforce the alleys. Minnesota is a main kid alley. Not just because I live there and I got 100,000 neighborhood kids and grandkids, but they fly, and I mean fly, up and down that road. And if I could stand there and get license plates, I would probably take care of it personally, but they're going so fast I can't. I don't know what else to do. Ricky can dump a little bit of speed bumps here and there off the record, but I don't know what else to do. It's awful.
The same people.
That is like a main road. They're leaving the end zone. They're leaving the Mifflin end. They're leaving. It's
a cut through. When we were doing the construction to the sewer, we dug big ruts back through that road. So it's probably the same people that are doing it now.
Yeah, because my grandkids
Yeah.
are down there.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
It's Kid Alley, but it's Cruise Alley.
Hey, did you guys have anything that you would like to?
Welcome to our village.
No.
You asked about the cupola on the church, on the schoolhouse,
Kinda, yeah.
right behind you.
Yeah, I saw that.
And this picture over here is Jan's house.
I'd like to just make an announcement, if you don't mind, at some
Sure,
point.
go ahead.
We're having a Good Friday service, and we're having an Easter service, and we just wanted to invite anybody in the community. Okay, down here at the community also. Okay. We've been in town now for a few years, quite a few years, so we'd like to get known in the community a little better. Sir? Okay. Thanks, Vicki.
You're welcome. Anybody else have anything they'd like to say? I'd like to thank you all for coming. Welcome to the village. If you need anything, come up. We have a council meeting is set, is second Thursday of every month.